70 years old. Those are things that you teach kids. You know, like I'm teaching my 7-year-olds those things.
Right.
You know, Trump is 70. He's not going to learn that now.
Yeah.
You know, if he's a dick, he's just going to be a dick.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, so
It was supposed to be a simple roast, a routine comedic jab at the former First Family. But when iconic comedian Wanda Sykes took the stage, she did not hold back. With her signature wit and unflinching commentary, Sykes launched a full-scale assault on the Trumps, leaving the audience in stitches and the former president no doubt raging in his Mar-a-Lago lair. From the moment Melania Trump stepped into the room...
Speaking of big mouth kids, Donald Trump, remember him? Well, you're not going to believe this, but he said something crazy. According to
role of First Lady, her tenure was shrouded in mystery. While her predecessors embraced the position with genuine enthusiasm, Melania often appeared disengaged, distant, and at times, downright uncomfortable in the spotlight.
A new tell-all book back in 2019, Trump told his chief of staff, and I quote, "Hitler did a lot of good things."
Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Remember those haunting White House Christmas decorations that looked like they belonged in a Tim Burton fever dream? Melania insisted they were beautiful and encouraged everyone to come take a look. But the rest of us were left scratching our heads, wondering if she had somehow stumbled upon the set of a horror movie while searching for festive inspiration. And who could forget her infamous Be Best campaign, an initiative that seemed to directly contradict her husband's penchant for schoolyard taunts and Twitter tirades. Wanda Sykes wasted no time in pointing out this baffling disconnect, slyly remarking, "Imagine trying to launch a Be Best campaign while your husband is out there typing in all caps like a boomer discovering Facebook for the first time." But the real mystery, the one that had the internet buzzing for years, was the enigma of Melania's ever-changing accent. By the end of her time in the White House, she sounded like she was auditioning for...
I don't find funerals funny. But here's a story about a funeral that I found hilarious. Because this funeral had Donald Trump. And that guy can turn anything into...
role in a Cold War spy thriller, leaving many to wonder if she was secretly channeling her inner Natasha Romanoff. Enter Wanda Sykes, the comedic powerhouse who was not about to let the Trumps off the hook. Stepping onto the stage, Sykes wasted no time in taking aim at the former First Lady, cutting straight to the heart of the matter. Melania, she walked through the role like a department store mannequin that accidentally got left outside during a parade, Sykes quipped, drawing...
It's not normal that I know that I'm smarter than the president.
roars of laughter from the audience. I don't find funerals funny, but here's a story about a funeral that I found hilarious because this funeral had Donald Trump, and that guy can turn anything. Sykes didn't stop there.
The Mueller investigation. How does he not know that he's individual number one?
She delved into the baffling disconnect between Melania's Be Best campaign and her husband's relentless bullying, noting, "It was like watching a woman forced to cosplay enthusiasm." But the real kicker, the moment that had the internet in a frenzy, was when Sykes tackled the mystery of Melania's ever-changing accent. By the end of 4 years, she sounded like she was auditioning for a role in a Cold War spy thriller, Sykes quipped, perfectly capturing the national fascination with this enigmatic phenomenon. With Melania firmly in her crosshairs, Sykes quickly turned her attention to the man himself, Donald Trump. And let's just say, the gloves were off. Sykes didn't hold back, skewering Trump's legendary
It's not like he wasn't, was going to stop being a liar. I knew that was going to continue, right? But what I did was, instead of focusing on specific
ability to accept rejection, a trait that was on full display every time Melania expertly dodged his attempts at hand-holding. The audience erupted in laughter as Sykes painted the picture of Trump reaching for Melania's hand.
Incidents or specific policy, it was more about us and how we're behaving and how we're not reacting, in my opinion, you know, normally towards what's happened, to what he's doing.
Like a desperate car salesman, only to be deftly sidestepped, like she just spotted a buy one get one free deal on divorce lawyers. But Sykes didn't stop there. She delved into Trump's obsession with loyalty, a trait that seemed to know no bounds. Here's a guy who demands absolute devotion from everyone: politicians, aides, the White House landscapers, the flies buzzing around his tanning bed, Sykes said. Yet somehow, his own wife looked like she was actively plotting her escape. The audience roared with laughter, no doubt picturing Melania mentally mapping out a
red cranberry-covered trees lining the East Colonnade had some critics seeing red, or at least seeing car wash brushes, or seeing the women from The Handmaid's Tale with their bonnets.
We are in 21st century and everybody has a different taste. I think they look fantastic. I hope everybody will come over and visit it. In real life, they look even more beautiful, and you are all very welcome to visit the White House, the People's House.
date routes every time she was forced to stand next to her husband. Sykes had struck a nerve, and the internet quickly caught fire with memes and viral clips that only amplified the comedic onslaught. Of course, no Trump-centric roast would be complete without the predictable meltdown from the former president himself. And Sykes did not disappoint. As the laughter echoed through the room, one could almost hear the distant cries of "unfair, unfair" from Mar-a-Lago. After all, this was a man whose ego was more fragile than a soap bubble in a hurricane. Sykes had dared to mock the great Donald Trump, and that was simply unacceptable. The response was as predictable as it was unhinged. Tweets flew, all-caps rants were unleashed, and somewhere in the distance, a McDonald's bag trembled in fear. Trump's aides scrambled to control the damage, no doubt wondering if there was a legal loophole that could be used to deport comedians and label them as a national security threat. But Sykes was unfazed. She sat back, sipped her tea, and let the chaos unfold, like a seasoned reality TV producer watching the season finale of a show she was.
First guest tonight is an Emmy-winning writer, actor, and comedian who has been very amusingly annoyed for well over 3 decades. New episodes of her show, The Upshaws, are on Netflix now. Please welcome Wanda Sykes.
Even starring in. The memes and viral clips kept coming, each one more clever and cutting than the last, as the internet reveled in the glorious spectacle of a presidential meltdown. In the end, Wanda Sykes' roast of the Trumps was more than just a comedic takedown. It was a masterclass in the power of humor to cut through the noise and expose the true essence of those in power. By turning her sharp wit and keen observational skills on the former First Family, Sykes managed to capture the national sentiment in a way that resonated with millions. From Melania's enigmatic tenure to Trump's fragile ego, she skewered the entire Trump empire, leaving no survivor in her wake. But the real impact of Sykes' performance extends far beyond the immediate laughter.
This is not the first time we've elected a racist, sexist, homophobic president. He ain't the first one. He's just the first confirmed one. That's it. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Fuck off.
And viral memes. It serves as a reminder that comedy, when wielded with skill and purpose, can be a powerful tool for holding the powerful accountable. As the internet continues.
But I really have to say, the media is even more biased this year than ever before. Ever. You want the proof? Michelle Obama gives a speech, and everyone loves it. It's fantastic. They think she's absolutely great. My wife, Melania, gives the exact same speech. And people get on her case.
To buzz with the fallout from Sykes' epic roast, One thing is clear.
From a young age, my parents impressed on me the values that you work hard for what you want in life.
Brock and I were raised with so many of the same values, like you work hard for what you want in life.
That your word is your bond, and you do what you say and keep your promise. That you treat people with respect.
That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do. That you treat people with dignity and respect.
The Trumps may have thought they were impervious to the sharpest barbs of comedic criticism, but Wanda Sykes proved them wrong. And in doing so, she solidified her place as one of the most incisive and fearless voices in the world of comedy today. So, what do you think of Wanda Sykes' no-holds-barred roast of the Trumps? Did she hit the mark, or did she go too far? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more hilarious and thought-provoking content.